Just when you thought geopolitics couldn't get any wackier, North Korea swoops in with a plot twist worthy of the most surreal cartoon balloon warfare. Yes, you read that right. Under the ever-dramatic Kim Jong-un, North Korea has taken to the skies with balloons filled with trash and manure, aiming to irk their southern neighbors in a move that's part Looney Tunes, part Mad Max. In a recent episode that sounds more like a prank show gone wrong, hundreds of balloons carrying trash and manure drifted ominously from North Korea towards South Korea. The South's military, understandably baffled, scrambled chemical and explosive response teams to recover the mystery objects. Imagine their surprise when instead of bombs, they found floating sacks of garbage and poo. If there was ever a moment to declare, "You can't make this stuff up," this was it. While Kim Jong-un was busy urging his scientists to overcome a failed satellite launch, he apparently decided that the next best thing to space reconnaissance was trash bags on balloons. Because why not? It's not rocket science, or maybe it is in this case. The South's military, understandably baffled, scrambled chemical and explosive response teams to recover the mystery objects. Imagine their surprise when instead of bombs, they found floating sacks of garbage and poo. If there was ever a moment to declare, "You can't make this stuff up," this was it. North Korea's trash-toting balloons started floating over the border just as South Korean activists were sending anti-North Korean leaflets northward. In what can only be described as a petty exchange, Kim Jong-un's regime decided to retaliate with literal trash. The South Korean Joint Chiefs of Staff found themselves not just defending against military threats, but also orchestrating a large-scale cleanup operation. About 260 balloons were discovered, strewn with various kinds of garbage and manure. South Korea's military was quick to advise civilians to steer clear of these airborne dumps. North Korea's Vice Defense Minister, Kim Kang-il, proudly declared that this was merely the beginning of their tit-for-tat balloon bombardment. Not to be outdone, Kim Yo-jong, Kim Jong-un's equally fiery sister, chimed in with her own brand of trash talk. She scoffed at South Korea's request to stop the inhumane and vulgar activity, defending the balloons as an expression of free speech. Who knew freedom of expression could smell so bad? "We'll respond with 10 times more filth than they send us," she threatened, proving once again that North Korean diplomacy is anything but conventional. Photos from the South Korean military showcased the aftermath highways and roads littered with trash, some even equipped with timers to ensure mid-air explosions of garbage. In Seoul, a device resembling a timer was found among the debris, adding a dash of James Bond to the whole fiasco. Thankfully, there were no reports of damage or injuries, just a lot of confused and disgruntled citizens, wondering if they were living in an absurdist comedy. Kim Jong-un's remarks on the failed satellite launch came from a speech at North Korea's Academy of Defense Sciences. After the rocket carrying what would have been their second military reconnaissance satellite exploded, Kim turned his attention from space to the stratosphere. He encouraged his people not to be discouraged by the failure, but to aim higher in their endeavors, signaling a possible escalation in both space and aerial tactics.